I think that I can accurately say that a crowd of dozens, I think it's accurate this time, saw Donald Trump speak in Howell, Michigan. I couldn't tell you whether this was supposed to be about the economy or more likely about crime because there were police there. But take a look at this, a basically empty room that Trump spoke to. He was barely awake for it, and Fox News ended up having to cut the feed. Look at this. Yeah. So a few dozen people seems to be about half media, and Trump kicking it off, just seeming super sedated and sleepy once again.
We really feel good about the state and the area. We're doing very well here. Just got a poll that was very good. Got a lot of good polls the last couple of days. Thank you to the Livingston County Sheriff's Department for
So this sedated Trump that's been showing up, we don't know if it's like a depression type of thing or whether it's that he's really upset that he's losing or whether it is related to substances. But maybe the wildest moment of this entire thing is that Trump says when you try to go get bread, no, it's not the ID thing. I know for a while Trump's been saying you need an ID to buy bread. Trump says that when you go to buy bread in Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's America, you get raped.
It's just insane. But you can't walk across the street to get a loaf of bread. You get shot, you get mugged, you get raped, you get whatever it may be. And you've seen it and I've seen it.
I mean, I guess in some sense, Trump would know about sexual assault. He's been found civilly liable of sexual assault. There was a lawsuit that named Trump as a child rapist, which was ultimately dropped before ever getting to the sort of end of the legal process. But what would Trump know about this anyway, right? I mean, he's got his various country clubs. He's got his private jet. It's now down for repair, so he's using Jeffrey Epstein's old private jet. He's watching TV, you know, he's posting to Truth Central and playing golf. Like, what is his contact with everyday life where he would even know this? And then once again, the sedated nature of what Trump is sounding like is raising real questions about what's happening. I have not slowed this down, just so people know.
Have it out for the police. Nobody knows why. I don't understand why from a common sense. I like to say the Republican Party is now the party of common sense. Conservative, yeah, I guess conservative. It doesn't matter.
Notice how everybody standing behind him is frozen. There's no reaction whatsoever.
We want to have borders. We want to have strong police protection. We want a military that can protect us. We want great schools, school choice, ideally. We want to have a good life. We want to be safe. But let's review Kamala's pro-crime.
Anyway, these are getting really, really, really boring. Trump says, why wouldn't suburban women like me? They should like me.
So when I return to the White House, we will stop the plunder, rape, slaughter, and destruction of our American suburbs, our cities and towns. And I think that women living in the suburbs, I keep hearing about the suburban woman doesn't like Trump. Well, I think it's a fake poll because Why would they like me? I keep the suburbs safe. I stopped low-income towers from rising right alongside of their house.
These low energy events don't seem to be playing to Trump's strengths, which I'm not really sure what Trump's strengths are. I think it's insulting people, but he seems tired and bored at these. And I'll just do a little bit more of this. Here's Trump talking about nuclear and woke.
In terms of crime and all, but it's very dangerous in terms of a possible World War III. We're very close to World War III, and people don't realize it. We're closer than we've ever been, I think, ever since World War II, but this would be the war of wars because of weaponry. This isn't, as I say, two army tanks going back and forth shooting at each other. The level of power, the level of weaponry that there is in the world today is so bad, is so dangerous, is so bad. And you need the right person to be president. You know, we had no war when I was president, except that I totally defeated 100% of the ISIS caliphate.
So it's just droning. I mean, you could sort of like dip in and out at absolutely any time. And of course, these get so bad that even Fox News had to say, we're out.
They shouldn't arrest people for saying the election was rigged, but they like that. They go after
No one has been arrested for saying the election was rigged.
guys like me, but they don't go after people that kill people. It's a shame what's happened in our country, but we're going to turn it around. We're going to win big, and we're going to turn it around. We're going to turn it around fast. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, President Trump speaking in Howell, Michigan this afternoon, and clearly the focus is law and order, law enforcement.
Exactly. So anyway, Martha McCallum, a little bit tickled by, I think, how terrible and sedated that was. So I don't know that this, as a contrast to what's happening at the DNC every night, is helping Trump. Certainly, I would expect a pretty substantial bump for Kamala Harris, especially when this is the alternative that's being presented on TV. But that was Trump and really, really struggling there. We've got a great bonus show for you today. We will talk about the controversy that has been generated over the Walls' IVF versus IUI. We'll talk about forgiveness of medical debt in New Jersey and the new White House plan to stop people from wasting our time. I like that. All of those stories and more on today's bonus show. Sign up at joinpacman.com this week only. Use the coupon code DNC Not Weird. DNC Not Weird. And please remember to pre-order my book, The Echo Machine, at davidpacman.com/echo. See you on the bonus show and back tomorrow. Data brokers are constantly gathering vast amounts of information about your online activities, address, phone number, email, financial details, even political affiliations. Anyone, including your ex or your boss, can easily find your personal information on public data search sites. They sell this data to other companies, the FBI and NSA, even buy this data in bulk to monitor Americans without a warrant. These data set lists are also where scammers and spammers get your information to send, call, text, and email you. But you can stop them. Our sponsor, Incogni, sends data removal requests to data brokers who are legally required to comply. If any information stays online, Incogni will follow up and make sure that it's removed. And they keep you updated every step of the way so you will know when your data has been removed. Saves you hundreds of hours of work. Almost no one could do this on their own if you have any other responsibilities in your life. I use Incogni myself, and what they're able to accomplish and quickly is impressive. Go to incogni.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman for 60% off. The link is below.